Greetings, wonderful viewers, wherever you are. Welcome to Atlantic TV, the home of TV revolution. As always, we're located in the little smiling coast of Africa, the Gambia, and our studios right here at the West Coast region side of Gambia, and that is Farato. Welcome to another edition. It's Sport 360, but this is Sport 360 special as we are streaming it live for you on, of course, our wherever you can go, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere. So once again, welcome to Sport 360 special with me, myself, Bakary Manneh, aka Big Sam. Well, today, from the hometown of Brikama, Sateba, my guest is no other than Yusupha Ceesay, the newly president of the Brikama Sports Committee, BICE. Meanwhile, Yusupha was the first vice president of the Brikama Sports Committee, but changes happens. Of course, later he will delve on that because the president have to go out for an international appointment, and then the seat was vacant, so he was taken care as the acting, but now confirmed the president of Brikama Sports Committee. Well, in our today's discussion on this special sports, we'll talk about the Brikama Sports Committee, what is happening out there, what as a president Yusupha is planning and what he is doing, and also football in general in West Coast region, by extension our homeland, the Gambia. And also we'd like to hear from him the most important message he will want to share with you out there, all in today's edition of Sports 360 Light Special with me, myself, Big Sam. Yusupha, welcome. Let me set you on right.
Thank you, Big Sam.
For the first time, welcome to Atlantic TV.
Thank you for having me. Good day.
Thank you. Before we go, yes, we might give you the mic again. You can get a little bit closer to your mic. We might give you the mic again to send some greetings to the people of West Coast, especially Sateba, and the people that got the confidence based on you from Brikama Sports Committee and give you. Yeah.
Thank you, viewers. This is Yusupha Ceesay, the president of Brikama Sports Committee. And thank you all for the confidence bestowed on me to trust me with the mantle of the presidency of Brikama Sports Committee. Yeah, thank you all, and thank you, West Coast.
And the family.
The family as
and
well,
friends.
of course. They are very supportive. The friends, absolutely. Orlando, they were by me from day one. Yeah. Since I started this journey, I mean, they were with me, they stood by me, and thank you to the Orlando family.
And yeah, and yeah, the Dungeon.
That's the Orlando family, of course.
The Orlando family. Thank you very much, Yusupha. Moving on, as the new president, let's say, somebody who might not know Yusupha, who is Yusupha Ceesay, born where? A little bit about Yusupha.
Well, my name is Yusupha Ceesay, like you like to say, born and grown up in Brikama. Did my schooling in Brikama, then transferred to Banjul, Albion, then go to Muslim Senior Secondary School. From there, upon completion, I did travel to Sierra Leone. Then from there, then I moved to the Far East, that's China. Basically, that's where I spent most of my early adulthood in China until late 2000. Then I came back to Gambia, you know.
Wow, what a good TV. Thank you very much, Yusupha, there, and that definitely speak volume of Yusupha. Yes, let's talk about it. When do you and how do you come into sports or football administration?
Thank you very much, Big Sam. I came into sports administration, that was early 1998. Like you said, Orlando was like a family to me. That's where I grew up with my friends. I mean, we started with basketball. At some point, we said, you know what? Why not we try to be part of Nawetan? Because then Nawetan was, the burning thing that's happening in Brikama. So it's like every community wanted to join the Nawetan. So you say, you know what? Why not we also try our luck and join the Nawetan? So this is how it all emerged. So me and my friends like Sekou Jete, Chris, Pap, Nesta, and all the speaker. So we came up. That's how the name Orlando came. It was a basketball team. Then,
okay.
Yeah, then we moved to football. That's how the name Orlando came. So we were all there. At some point, they were like, you know what? We are going to entrust you with the management of Orlando, so you have to manage Orlando for us. We will do the football, but you will do the management. This is how I came into sports management,
Administration.
administration as well. Yeah,
But along the way, also you work with some stakeholders and some courses here and there and some
absolutely,
programs or something like that.
absolutely, absolutely.
And that also builds a little bit of stakeholder and football
Management as well. Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
And that was it. In fact, during your days in China, I know you also have some connection that you were doing regarding some football materials and sports materials. How does that come about? Because of your love and your administration
Of
and
course,
sports.
it's not only because of the love I have for this game.
Yeah.
I mean, me, I dream football, I eat football, I sleep football.
Exactly.
So anywhere I go, it's football. If you see me anywhere, all my argument is all about football. So you can see it's in my DNA.
Okay.
You know, you remember the days of Saraba, Kote Jambul and all.
exactly.
I mean, all my family were into football. You know, Saraba,
Yeah.
Dragons, Kute Jambul, my uncles play for Kute Jambul and Dragons. So you see, I came from a family where football, every weekend we talk about football. So you can see football, it is in the DNA.
So that's why you take it to Far East.
Absolutely.
And what kind of activity were you doing in terms of sport? I know it was business entirely, but sports-wise, were you doing some connections? What was it?
Yeah, I tried to, but China then it wasn't that much open when it comes to football.
Oh, okay, okay.
It was really close then. So
Okay.
it wasn't easy to get one or two things when it comes to football about China because their focus mainly was from the European aspect and that of the Latin American.
Oh,
So for the side of African, so it wasn't that much easy, to get that connection, for the African part, to
But
come
you
to
can
China.
get some jerseys, some materials,
Of course,
etc.
jersey, boots, ball, and so forth. You have it there. They are there abundantly. You can have it there. So we were trying to get some of those things back home here and there, so that to develop the football.
Thank you so much, Yusupha. But first, let me congratulate before this question. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
To be best of the Brikama Sports Committee as the president. Although I know it's not an easy task.
Absolutely. You know that very much, Big Sam. Become a big community, so the job.
I have a very
become
big
more-
football community.
Absolutely.
Well, just after the AGM, you are now from the position of the first vice president. You are now the president. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it wasn't an easy thing, but I would like to thank my committee members for the support they gave to me during that AGM. They stood by me, to tell the stakeholders, what, we wanted to continue with our vice president to lead us to this journey. So it is what is it, These are people that I've been working with for the past 4 years. They gave me their support, and my predecessor as well. Dembajang, he was always with me, even though he's gone for an international appointment. He was very supportive here and there. So basically, it's all about my committee members for their support and their trust they have in me, to lead this organization. And thanks to the stakeholders as well. When the things emerged to them, they were like, okay, we've also agreed, discussed ourselves. We don't want any leadership change. We want you to continue. We believe in you. We trust in your leadership's quality and so forth. So it is what is it, So this is how it's all in.
How it's all about.
Yeah.
And congratulations once again.
Thank you.
And like they said, Manikol Kodi Alama Palaso, what, yeah?
Amen.
Yeah, and then I know it's a challenge, but with positive vibes and all hands on deck, you will
Absolutely,
definitely push it.
absolutely.
And because you have the passion already for it.
Absolutely. With my trusted men around me, definitely, I think we can do a very good job.
Really. Moving on, you were the first vice president and also now the president. This is a broader question. What is happening at Brikama Sports Committee from the development aspect to the Nawetan to the qualifiers and any other thing that you want my audience to know? You can talk to them directly.
Yes, Big Sam, thank you. A lot has been going on. And what has happened in Brikama this past years, from last year come to this year? Last year coming to this year, we have this new pavilion built by Bell Aqua Water and Bottling, which was inaugurated shortly before we start our qualifiers. If you go to Box Bar today, direct opposite to the main pavilion, that's the VIP pavilion, you'll see a very wonderful pavilion, Bell Aqua Pavilion, built by Belt Aqua Bottle and Water. So, these are the few things that is happening in Brikama. And recently, we have like this how to call it, with APS as well.
Yeah.
We have this partnership with APS to sponsor our Navetan, where you can buy your ticket from their app, APS wallet app, at a discount price. These are all things happening in Brikama. And recently we have concluded our qualifiers, and 40 teams 40 teams has been adjusted from 32 to 40, and including the senior players who were absent.
Yeah.
Like 7, 8 years ago, they were absent. Then we brought them back this year into our Navetan. So we've increased our teams from 32 to 40. So you see, a lot has been going on, even the qualifiers. But thank God, we've done our qualifier and everything has ended, and we are starting our Navetan proper this Wednesday.
Wow, wow. Brikama will never, they will never let me down. You are the only Nawetan to that have a qualifying team over 70 something.
Well, yeah, Big Sam, as you know, like the people always say,
Yeah.
that Brikama is the theater of entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody wants to come to Brikama. If you come to Brikama, it is electrifying when it comes to football. You see a lot of fans. It has a lot of fan base. And the ground also is one of the best ground in the country. So I mean, it's a place where all the football wanted to showcase their talent. So that's why Brikama, even if we wanted up to 100 teams for our qualifiers, we will definitely have, but we always limited to a number that will be perfect during our grouping, so that we can have a perfect number. Like this year, we have 76, but we did a perfect numbering. So at the tail end of the qualifiers, you have teams that have second option to come, despite that they have first option and fail, but they have second option to qualify back. So you see, it is what it is. So Brikama is a community that everybody wanted to play.
So we have a great qualifying rounds, and now in fact the Nawetan is starting today.
Yeah, it
Wednesday
started
the 3rd
Wednesday the 3rd,
of September. It's starting today.
Yeah.
Can you remind us how many games and how many teams are playing today?
Today we have 2 games. The first game is gonna be Dreamers and Power Station. Dreamers and Power Station, they are playing our 3 o'clock game. So the second game is going to be Daru Haru is playing today, and second game.
The second game.
Second game.
So very good games are playing today.
Very good, because Power Station is one of the team that has qualified from the qualifier.
From the qualifier.
So they'll play with Dreamers, who are already in the Navetan proper from last year or year before last. They did qualify. So you see, Power Station is a community team, from around Kembuje, Dreamers around Jalambang and Kominam. So it's going to be an intriguing game with a lot of fan bases. So we are all expecting this game.
So let's tell you that the Brikama Sports Committee Nawetan, the most watched Nawetan, one of the most watched Nawetan across, is started it today on 3rd September. So go there and you'll be entertained, crowd, football, and everything. I am not doing the PR for them. That's KB Sonko's job out there. But I know it's a very, very good ground. I'll have the taste of the Nawetan today to go out and watch these games, inshallah. Yes, the games are starting today, and then after the qualification, before we move, qualifying, do you limited it only teams in Brikama or the regions?
Well, for our qualifiers, we open it to the entire West Coast.
The entire West Coast.
The entire West Coast. So you have teams all the way from Lamendaranka, team all the way from Sinchu, Bafuloto. In fact, we have teams all the way from Kalaji.
Wow.
These are qualifiers. So you see, we did not only limit it to Brikama, we went as the entire West Coast can apply for this qualifier. So we vet our forms, we give them forms. At the end of the day, we vet all forms. Then the qualified teams will be issued with another thing that they'll go to make some payments to have our proper qualifiers.
Wow, that is awesome. So that's very, I think that's commendable that Brikama Sports Committee's arms are extended into the whole West Coast region. If you're part of the region, you're part of it, you can come and try a chance to be part of it. I think that's wonderful. That's awesome. If I ask you, how is football in West Coast region from your own perspective? What would you tell us?
Well, I think football is growing in West Coast. Consider the fact that in those days, football was centered in Brikama alone. You will see, when you talk about football, you talk about Brikama. But now, football has moved out of Brikama. You see, in the West Coast Zonal, you have teams from Fonyi winning it for the first time. Second time, Fonyi is also, has been winning this Zonal Cup. That shows you how football is diversified. In
Diversified.
West Coast, it's not only centered in Brikama. So talents are everywhere now. Even at the far south, Gunjur, Sanyang and all others. So football, excuse me, football is developing and is growing fast in West Coast than any part of this country.
Wow, fantastic. I know that reminds me that the West Coast Region Zonal Championship will be having, or we will be having our fifth edition coming up. So that shows how is it, like you said, football have been decentralized in the whole community in West Coast Region. You are the president, and also, again, you have another big team in the Gambia First Division called Brikama United Football. How would you rate the football in the Gambia?
Well, the football in the Gambia, if I have to rate it, I will say out of 10, I will say 4
Four.
out of 10 because a lot need to be done. I mean,
Okay.
in football, to be quite honest, you cannot do football without good infrastructure.
Yeah.
You can have the talent here and there, but if you don't have good infrastructure, for you to showcase your talent is going to be very, very, very difficult. So I think we need to have good grounds. We need to have good grounds, number one. And number two, I mean, football cannot go without sponsors. In this country, people don't sponsor game. They don't sponsor game. And then at the end of the day, people will say here and there and there and there. But at the end of the day, people don't sponsor game. I mean, businessmen, they are not into football. You'll go to divisional games. Even the Nawetan games are more popular than the divisional games. So you see, at some point, teams at the divisional level suffers more than the Nawetan because the kind of spectators you have in the Nawetan is far, far, far more than that of the divisional games. So you see, that's why it is very, very, very difficult for divisional team, to move forward. Because nowadays, football is very expensive. Football is very, very expensive. So without the support here and there, it is very difficult. You see, along the line, you have some talent. They'll be playing football, but they find it difficult to meet daily ends. So at the end of the day, they were, you know what, I'm gonna quit football to do one or two things because football is not fetching me anything. So that is all because what we don't have, sponsorship in football. Teams are not getting what they should get in football and stuff like that. So this is also hampering our football a lot.
Wow, thank you very much. Of course, Yusupha. Remember, this is Sports 360 Light special here at Atlantic TV, the home of TV Revolution. Well, I am here with Yusupha Ceesay, the president of the Brikama Sports Committee, BICE, talking about football, Nawetan, and what's happening at BICE as he is now at the helm of the, of course, the association or the sports committee out there. Yusupha, do you have another job apart from football administration? Is there any?
Of course, I have my own little business that I'm doing apart from football administration. So most of the football administration we do here, they are all based on voluntary job. Because
Okay.
we love the game, we love our community, we wanted to give back our community. See, all what we do is to do all what we can to give the best back to our community. But like I said, we all have our jobs.
Okay.
So we all have our jobs here and there, but we are always trying to give the best to our community.
To our community.
All of my committee members, I will say,
Yeah.
they all have their work.
Exactly.
They all have their work.
Yeah.
But I mean, because of the love we have our community, the football we love, so we all try to give back to our community. Of course, I have my work that I'm
Yeah, I know. Even your former president is one of the best banker or become financial director. That's why I think he picked up the job out there at Liberia International One. Well, once again, wherever you are, congratulations and wish you all the best, huh? And Yusupha will not disappoint you, then. But okay, moving on. This is another new of my program, The Heart, I can say. If I will ask you, what is your most important message? It depends on you, what kind of message or advice you're going to give from the footballing's perspective or from the stakeholders or from general view. What would you tell my audience or my viewers out there?
Yeah, thank you very much, Big Sam. A very important one. Let's keep dreaming. At the end of the day, it will come. Let nobody holds you. Whatever you want to do, go for it. Let nobody holds you. It will definitely come. With hard work, discipline and dedication, it will definitely comes. I mean, we have now seen lot of young players who are emerging from our local teams now going to have an international career here and there. All that is because of what? Hard work and dedication. And let nobody tell you, hey, you cannot do this, hey, you cannot make this. Be bold, be strong enough. Sky is the limit. Go for it. Let nobody hold you. Go for it. And with God, you will surely be there.
Wow. Focus goes. I think Yusupha Ceesay just like yesterday on said something like focus. Believe in God, that is Allah, and the rest will come easily. So I think that's what exactly where Yusupha is talking about. Go for it. If you want to be somebody, you want to do somebody, nobody tell you to be. I think you should go all the way. So I think focus and dedication is the key
Absolutely.
to whatever. Yusupha, before we end this interview, maybe you want to share something with my audience, and maybe during the course of the interview I didn't ask you the question. You have the chance to say that. Anything that you feel you want to your message you want to put across.
Yeah, the message I want to put across is in Brikama, we are kickstarting our Nevetan today. If you want to have fun, enjoy, see new talent, young talents, Brikama is the place. Come one, come all, and we have this partnership with APS as well, where you can buy your ticket at a discount price through APS app. So to free from the household and the long queues at the gate, you can buy your APS ticket from your APS wallet app. The whole West Coast, Brikama is the deal. Come and have fun if you want to have good fun for Navetan. Thank you, Big Sam.
Thank you, Yusufah. Finally, before we go, what's your final word? We're done now. And I must once again say congratulations. Thank you for being the Brikama Sports Committee president now. Finally, from you before we go.
Yeah, thank you, Brikama, for trusting me, and thank you, my team, for standing by me. And Atlantic TV is the place to be. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Yusupha Ceesay, aka Yus, the president of Brikama Sports Committee, was my guest on this Sports 360 special. Well, thank you very much, Aliu Badra, my assistant camera, Edward Noabaji, of course, my favorite, and the one and only the man behind the scene. Yes, that is no other than Matar Job. Of course, Matar is the chief engineer out there. Mariama, of course, thank you. Mariama is out there. Another girl from the countryside. I have two countryside people. I live from Sotokoi, Mariama from Bansang. All right, thank you very much from me, Big Sam, the entire staff and management of Atlantic TV. Keep on sporting. We'll be right back.